Shade 45, it's the morning after, and I'm Angela Yee. And you can just announce yourself now.
Stephen James Dixon in the building with Shade 45 and Angela Yee.
Yes, and we're talking about now Men Don't Heal, We Hold, the book that you put out that a lot of people read. I read it, to get some relationship advice, because now you're happily married, but it took a long time to get there.
Long time, transformation.
And there's things to me that stand out, and you now have an audio book, so everybody that wants to actually, just listen to it at your leisure.
At your leisure, on the train, whatever.
Yeah, or in your truck.
Right. Trucker banging.
So here's one that stood out to me, because I always tell my friends this, that you should always believe if a guy tells you something, just take it for what it is.
Take it for what it is.
If he says, look, I'm not trying to be in a relationship, but I like you, that doesn't mean we're going to be together.
Right. It doesn't mean later. If I want to be in a relationship, it doesn't mean I don't want to be in a relationship right now. Just take it as long term. This is his response. This is where he is. Just roll with it. Women hear what they want to hear. What they don't hear, they want to believe the man meant to say. A man tells a woman that he loves her, and the woman interprets that to mean that the man wants to spend the rest of his life with her. No, he may not mean that. He's just telling you how he feels. He loves you. He feels better than like about you. A man can love you and not feel the need to be with you.
And I tell my friends this all the time. Now, let me tell you a funny story. So I dated this guy once, and he ran that on me like, look, I'm not trying to be in a relationship. Blah, blah, blah. Fine with me. I like to know what I'm dealing with. So I took it for what it was. He didn't want to be in a relationship. So I never looked at him as somebody I could potentially be in a relationship with. And then guess what? He wanted to be in a relationship.
Absolutely. And that's the thing that women have not figured out. I'm surprised by that.
And I didn't want to.
Is when you start ignoring a man, I don't want to say this. When you start almost ignoring a man, that's a lot of times when you get our attention. Because a lot of times, so often, women are always all over us and all that what's going on, that I can put you to the background. I had to tell a woman this week, I said, when you wait on a man, what do you think that man is going to make you do? He's going to make you wait. Like, oh, she waiting, so I can make her wait. I'm not going to rush now. She's waiting.
Right.
And so a lot of times with women, go do you. Go do your thing. And that's why I've been telling women, I said, you have to date more and leave earlier. Date more and leave earlier, and women just aren't doing that.
Like with my last ex-boyfriend too, he used to always be late. Every time we had plans, he would be so late. So I just started saying, if he's going to be late and not even call and let me know what's going on, I'm not going to be around. I'm going to make other plans. And I started making other plans, and then he was never late again. I'll be like, sorry, I didn't know you were still coming, because you said 7, it's 9.
Well, another part in the book I wrote about is I talked about women giving up their power to men. And what you were doing right there was you was training that man, like, hey, you're going to respect me. If you're not going to respect me, I'm going to keep it moving. And if you don't do that with men, then we learn different things. We learn the opposite things. So you better train us, get us right.
All right, now here's another problem. And this is a problem not just for husbands, but for wives, okay?
Absolutely.
And a lot of my friends are having this issue because they say once you get married, the sex stops.
Even as a young man, I have always felt that I wanted to be the best husband in the entire world. I want to be husband of the year every year. I want all wives to know that their husband sucks compared to me. I want all husbands to know that their wives could be happier if I would have chosen them. I want my wife to know that she could not do better than me, not even in a dream or fantasy.
And we would love to show that off, but and as a wife, you would love to be like, my husband would never do that.
Exactly.
He's the best.
He's the best.
But here's the flip side of that, of once you get married.
We are not having sex. My wife went from being a freak in college, having to have me inside her 3 times a day, to now only needing to have sex seasonally. We've been married only 3 months, and my wife has changed. I received no advance notice. I did not get a memo that said we weren't going to have sex anymore once we got married. In order to get sex now, I got to sneak it. I wait until she's dead asleep, not half asleep, dead asleep. When she's dead asleep, I can get 3/4 of the tip in without waking her up. By the time she wakes up, I say, full stroke, I'm in now. You might as well participate.
Now, that sounds like rape to me, but that's just my opinion.
Might as well participate.
Yeah, and that's a scary thing, because everyone says once you get married, couples don't have sex the way they used to before, and my friends have verified that.
Yeah, man, when you get married, it's amazing how life gets complicated. And you got family now, you got bills, you got kids, you trying to arrange all these different things, and you just don't see, when you're single, you got more time.
Right.
You just hanging out, you just doing you or whatever, and you step through. And also, it's a different variance on it in terms of when you're single, you come by twice a week, and it goes down on those 2 days. Well, when you're married, it still may go down 2 days, but it's the other 5 days you're sitting around thinking about, like, man, we could do something these days too. And so it's almost like it's irregular. It doesn't seem the same.
Maybe it's boredom too.
Yeah, it's a little boredom. The spark is not there. One of the things I gave recently was, well, men cheat because the fantasy's gone. When you're single, you have a fantasy. You call that person and they say, I'm on my way. They know that you're on the way. They taking a shower. You know, they getting cleaned up. It's candles. You walk in. It's a whole like theme. But when you married, you basically just get in the bed and hours go down. It's just not the same.
Radio, pajamas.
Right.
Old Navy.
You just rolling over after Jimmy Kimmel. You know what I'm saying? There's no spark to it. And so we definitely, I challenge women, challenge men to definitely take it up a notch, especially when you get married.
All right, 888-SHADE-45. Call us up. We do have Stephen James Dixon here, author of Men Don't Heal, We Heal, and we're discussing all these topics. Anything that you want to get off your chest, any questions you have, hit us up right now. Shade 45, it's the morning after, and I'm Angela Yee.
Stephen James Dixon in the building.
And we've just determined that people are crazy. But no, we are talking about marriage, and you're saying marriage is just...
It's tough, man. I was telling someone the other day, I said people always come to me and say marriage is such hard work. And I tell people that marriage would be a lot easier if you worked harder independently. You know, if you be the best husband that you can be, then your marriage will be better. If you're the best wife than you can be, then the marriage will be better. Well,
my dad says that I should marry somebody really ugly because he'll treat me better.
Wow.
What he does.
You ain't going to do it, so I ain't going to comment on that. It's a no, but you going to take your chance, huh?
My dad was like, look, just marry somebody really ugly. They'll treat you better.
I think you got to search for the person with the good morals, the good ethics. What I tell women all the time is look for that man that at least has a good family structure in terms of his parents may be together.
Most
That's one bonus
guys don't
point.
Have good morals and good ethics.
You know what I'm saying? And so you kind of look for those things, judge them or whatever. I think I see a lot more successful marriages where the parents of those people are still married and things like that. Understand a man's value of marriage.
Right.
Like when you're talking to him, when you're meeting them, hey, what do you think about marriage? Do you think you'll be married a long time? And if you're like, well, I don't know, we're going to see what happens.
I would never ask a guy that question.
No, I'm not saying in terms of would he marry you.
Right.
I'm just saying in terms of what
But if a guy hears that, automatically that's what he's going to hear.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you do that.
Like, hey, what's up? What do you think about marriage?
Yeah, not me. That's just conversation.
See, from Mississippi, what do you think?
Well, basically, I look at it like this. I love married men. So I love messing around with married men. I don't have no problems with the married men because I do my part, they do their part. But at the same time, you don't have to worry about them knick-knacking at you, picking at you. And if y'all bond as their wife, you'll never know, especially if y'all the same type of teammates.
See, email me because I'm writing something for Essence right now called Why You Love Married Men. I'm actually writing that right now. So email me, Stephen James Dixon at relationshipbeast.com. And it's kind of a thought I had in the same lines of it's I'm gonna talk about it on the radio because
but see, I can say this. See, I do understand what you mean when you say that.
Right.
Like I've never been with a married man, but I can understand the attraction of it.
Well,
it's fun and it's more better when you can sneak. You get a better enjoyment out of it.
But we got to grow out of that at one day.
Yeah, see, wouldn't you rather have somebody that can openly flaunt you?
I mean, basically, I'm just getting out of an 11-year relationship.
Oh, okay.
So now I feel like that.
Women don't heal their health.
I feel like that.
That's the next book. All right. Well, see, I'm not here to judge anybody.
Me,
I have a lot of friends that fuck with married men. So
yeah, man, it's a different dynamic, but
but when you get married and your husband cheats on you, or you have a friend whose husband cheats on her, it'll make you think differently about it.
Yeah, and it's, man, I don't even want to get into that. Y'all have to get the Essence article for that one.
All right. Robert from Louisiana.
How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, I need some advice, y'all.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm in the military, right? I'm currently going through a divorce. And the reason why is because while I was in the desert, my wife cheated on me, right? Mm-hmm. And when I got back, she told me while I was over there. And when I got back, you know what I'm saying, we basically I had the mindset, we're going to, get this divorce, done or whatever. What happened is that she also got pregnant with the guy she was cheating with or was seeing at the time, too.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ouch.
And then what's so crazy about it is that I told myself that I was moving on. I was like, well, good luck to you on that one, you know what I'm saying? Keep it moving or whatever. And now that I'm actually going through the divorce and that she found, you know what I'm saying, she also found out that the dude wasn't shit at all, you know what I'm saying? And I keep telling myself that, you know, I'm over this, you know what I'm saying? I need to move on, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's messed up what she did. I forgave her, but it's still something that I can't, you know, get out over.
Did she have the baby yet? When's the baby?
She already had the baby.
She already had the baby.
Back a couple months ago.
Okay.
And what's so crazy about it is that she felt really, really, really bad.
I bet.
She wanted to get back with me.
Well, because the guy left her.
Well, no, she left the guy.
Oh, she left him. She found out he wasn't shit.
Yeah, man.
He wasn't shit.
Hey, if you love someone, there's nothing you can do about it, man. Love chooses you. It is what it is. You have to stand up and figure out if there's something you can do. You know, if you can mentally, like for example, if my wife cheated on me today, I would not leave my wife. The first thing I would do is try to figure out if she can go through counseling, recommit herself to the marriage, and we can work on it. I would definitely give it a shot. Because if it's love, you should definitely give it a shot. If you don't give it a shot and then you leave, you may regret it someday.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I'm feeling right now.
Give it a shot, man.
What's so crazy about it is that, you know, she has his baby, and that kind of plays with me a little bit.
Nah,
I
man.
bet it does.
Don't focus on that, man. That's love. You can love that child, too. You can.
Yeah.
You got enough love in you, I can tell.
I understand that. It just, you know.
Let yourself.
Email me, man. Email me. Email me and we talk some more. Stephen James Dixon at relationshipbeast.com.
And Robert, you can give it a shot that doesn't, and nothing is permanent. Like, you try it. If it doesn't work, you know.
You tried.
All right?
All right.
All right. Don't sound all miserable. It's Friday, okay? Let's go do some shots.
I'll be on that one.
All right. Shade 45. Well, Stephen James Dixon, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. You gave some great advice today. You're a very nice, forgiving person.
I try, man.
I'd have told him, man, fuck that hoe.
my whole thing I'm trying to do is trying to save marriages all day long. I don't believe in divorce. It doesn't really benefit us. I've been through a divorce. It hurt. It set me back years.
Right.
It set me in that. I wrote an article about that in Essence. Whereas when I got my divorce, it set me back like 3 or 4 years when I really could have took a year and worked on my marriage and probably saved it.
Right.
And that's just not something we do these days. So definitely thanks for having me back in here today.
Man, I want you to talk to my friend. She's about to get divorced.
Holla at me. Tell your friend to email me, man. Stephen James Dixon at relationshipbeast.com.
All right, Shade 45. Next step, trucker banging.
Why ride so bang your head?